Greetings, YouTube. So, something just came into my head. You hear a lot of Christians in America who seem to enjoy bathing in the persecution complex. And I realize that there are Christians that remain quiet because they don't want to engage in that. Some of them probably even just pray at home and don't feel a need to go to mega churches. I'm not sure. I believe they were supposed to just stay home and pray in quiet and not proselytize to others. For somehow that got twisted over the centuries. Yeah. We don't want to hear your good news. No, we don't. And a lot of them in today's world, in the year of 2022, feel they're being silenced, that they're somehow being intimidated away. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oops, that's not what I want to do either. They're being intimidated so that they can't speak in public. And no, you can speak in public. You are 100% correct that you can speak in public. You have the First Amendment rights that all of the rest of us enjoy. But you know something, on a personal level, I don't want to hear from you. I don't. I don't need to hear anything any proselytizing Christian has to say ever again. I've seen your tracks, both the ones that are serious and the absolute insane batshit crazy stuff like the chick tracks. Oh, the chick tracks are just marvelous. Somewhere I have a collection of some of them because there was someone that kept putting them on bus stops in Manchester at one point. So I collected the ones that they left there. But I have no idea where it is at the minute. But yeah, the chick tracks, absolutely off the deep end. Okay, whoever came up with those, and I know it was Jack Chick, was not a happy whale person. They had convinced themselves that they were the person to speak for God. When last time I checked, if God needs to speak somebody, he'll do it. He doesn't need human interaction to achieve that end. He doesn't actually need holy books. Technically, he doesn't. I know there are a number of them for the desert traditions. Three top sellers, if I'm not incorrect. He doesn't actually need churches. That's not required, particularly if they look like palaces and they have silk-robed people walking around in little red sandals with big pointy hats holding gold-encrusted staves that are supposed to be the symbol of a shepherd who would have used one made of common wood. He doesn't need preachers, whether they have a pointy hat or anybody else. If God or the gods wish to speak to you, and there are more than one, I know that you don't believe that, but there are, they just will. You can commune with them anytime you want to. But do it in quiet. I don't proselytize to anybody. I have never in my entire life told someone that they should go out and believe in my goddess or the god Ta. Never once. Because it's none of my damn business who anybody worships. I've never had anybody ask about the details. I mean, so they could worship the same way I worship, and that's fine. I don't really care if anybody worships the way I worship. It will never have any impact on my life whatsoever. I will never bat an eye. It'll have no bearing on my life. But there are so many Christians that, while saying, I'm being silenced, are saying the words, I'm being silenced. If you were actually being silenced, you would be silent. And I, for one, would really appreciate if you were silent. I don't want you walking up my stairs, even though there's a sign right on my steps that says, no soliciting. Because at the very least, you're soliciting my time. And on a theological level, you're trying to solicit my soul. So I don't want you. Go away. Put me on your do not call list. I'm not going to be rude to you, but I'm just going to tell you to leave. I'm going to tell you, you walked past a no soliciting sign. So right off the bat, we're on a bad footing. All right? Whether you're selling me like some nameless power service or you want me to hop over to your internet provider, or you're trying to push your particular brand of Christianity because it's always Christians doing it, I don't want to hear from you. I've never had somebody show up my door trying to push Mithraism on me, or any sects at my door trying to convince me to worship their God, or anybody who was a Buddhist. Nope, no Buddhist at my doors. It's always Christians telling me that they want to save me. Don't save me. But they actually do save me. Save my ears. I don't want to hear from you. I have never wanted to hear from you. I never will want to hear from you. If I want to know about the Christian faith, I will go read the Bible. And yes, I do have a copy. I may have two, I'm not sure. And I also think I have a Book of the Mormon as well kicking around. But I don't need that in my life. I've read passages from the Bible. I have not read the whole thing. Don't care to read the whole thing. I know the highlights. And there's too many things in it that have absolutely no appeal to me. But barring the book, what even has less appeal to me is your constant, endless yammering at people. Just be silent. The world would become such a better place if every single pastor or priest or chaplain would just shut the fuck up. Oh yes, and by the way, pay your goddamn taxes.